Hello everyone, this is Dr. Shivpriya and welcome back to my channel. Everyone has become a doctor during this pandemic and it is leading to unnecessary anxiety, confusion and apprehension. For example, if an accountant tries to explain regarding the economic crash of the country to a doctor, will he really understand? It will create unnecessary confusion. No scientist, man or doctor is not a God's man so that he has a crystal ball so that he can see through the future. According to the scientific evidence and projections made by using so many infectious disease modelings, the third wave will be coming in one or the other form. During Spanish flu from 1918 to 1920, there were a total of 4 waves and among them, in the second wave, most of the people were affected. You have to remember one thing, that is the Darwin's theory. It not only applies to humans but also to the viruses. As the virus keeps on mutating, it will try to sustain and adapt in the surrounding environment with the help of symbiotic process but not by increasing its severity. Let's say that it has increased its severity. So then what happens? The man will die and along with him the virus will also die. The downtrend in the second wave of COVID in so many countries is mainly due to the vaccination. So now let's talk about the third wave. Yes, the third wave will come in some or other form. You have to remember one thing, that is the natural protection won't give you much of protection from COVID infection. The WHO says that if you are vaccinated, then you are 2.5 times more protected than the person who has got the immunity through natural infection. So what are these vaccines and what does they actually do? In India, mainly the second wave is due to Kappa and Delta strains as declared by the WHO. So the virus contains a particular type of protein known as spike protein which helps in its replication and subsequent increases in the viral load. So the vaccine particularly targets the spike protein, thereby decreases the viral replication and also the viral load in a person. WHO also said that if a vaccine confers 55 to 65% of the protection from the disease, then it is a good vaccine. But according to the scientific evidence, the current efficacy that we are having is 85 to 90% for a COVID vaccine. The term protection, I meant that you won't be protected from getting infected, but you will be protected from moderate to severe forms of disease wherein you require hospitalization. The most common concern is, will children get affected in third wave? Yes, it can be, because the virus keeps on searching for the susceptible individuals so that it can survive in them. In first wave, mostly elderly were involved. In second wave, middle and engaged were involved. In third wave, there are projections that the children will be involved because they are susceptible and they are not even vaccinated. So here comes the concept of ring immunization, which means that if you have a child in your home who is not vaccinated, then all the adults in the home should get vaccinated so that it will confer protection to that one particular child. So this concept applies same for a pregnant woman. So next comes the question, what you should do in order to mitigate or decrease the effects of third wave. So first thing, I request everyone, please get vaccinated. Don't doubt vaccination. And even if you are vaccinated or even if you are COVID infected or if you think that COVID pandemic is over, don't forget to follow the COVID appropriate behaviors, which includes hand washing, social distancing, wearing mask. And next comes the increase in health infrastructure. So obviously it's not in the hands of doctors or not in the hands of a single person so that overnight or within a fortnight everything will get changed in a country. Let's everyone hope that we won't call it as COVID-19 20 or 21 but COVID flu in coming years. Thanks for watching.